Hey yo, hey yo.
Hey yo, hey yo. Welcome
That is
in.
certainly a look. That is certainly a look there, Ronnie.
Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully it was a good weekend. It's a hell of a Monday for the roster today. So glad to be
For
here. Much better
action
now.
Ronson on Scuffle Monday.
Yes, yeah. And real, yeah. On the first, woo, come in hot. But thank you guys for joining. Really, as you can see by the start time, quite a bit of a scramble for me to even make it home in time because I had to drive home 35 minutes or whatever from Encinitas. Uh, but like I said, the day is already going better now that I'm here with you guys. Hit us up in the comments. Hit us at the link, which is somewhere over here. Oh, here we go. Uh, Call live. No app required, as you know by now. But thank you guys for joining us as always. Tyler, how the hell are you doing on this Monday, and how was your weekend?
Weekend wasn't too bad. For some reason, couldn't sleep like at all this weekend. But all in all, not doing too bad. It was got to watch a bit of sports, do some stuff around the house. I don't know how was. Let's take Monday out of it. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Um, you know, pretty low key. We did have a nice little barbecue slash bonfire yesterday
Oh, yeah.
for buddy Matt's birthday out there, even though he wasn't there. But it is honor. It is honor.
It was in his
Uh,
honor, exactly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so got to bed at what I felt like was a reasonable time last night. I mean, midnight. Oh, you still got time. You get like 7.5. Easy.
Yeah,
Woke up
plenty.
this
Yeah.
morning and see a text from one of my other teller buddies like, well, it's kind of a weird time to be texting me, and also see that it's 8:58 and I was supposed to be there at 8:45, so didn't set my alarm and just sailed right through and slept through that whole thing. But
Oh boy.
and then yeah, once I got there it was just like nonstop nonstop action. But we let it go and we enjoy the fun times talking shit about sports with you guys. So thank you as always. Um, I do see we do have a caller on the line, which again, they really ramped up their spending as far as their marketing play. So it will be the Chew Dental Lab Celebrity Hotline. Uh, Chew Dental Lab, 2324 University Avenue. Chew Dental Lab. You do not want to know what goes on inside of Chew Dental Lab. We bring into the program Mr. Nick. How are we doing
Oh,
tonight?
I
dude.
am doing amazing. I just came out of Chew Dental, and apparently they gave me a shot in my knee. And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
Oh, there you
that's
go.
that's interesting."
how
And
you feeling?
wired, um, lost my appetite, and kind of getting an itch now. I don't know what's going on here.
You feel sped up and slowed down at the same time. This is
Exactly.
amazing.
And they didn't work on my teeth.
Nah.
They didn't even work on my teeth.
Yeah, you really, like I said, should not go in there. Like that's
Ah,
a sponsor of the program, but I'm gonna say
what do
probably
you?
don't ever go in there.
Yeah, he wants to say hi. Hey, all right. See, look, say hi.
Oh, there we
Say,
go.
stop.
There we go.
Hey, Connor.
Conor McGregor. How are you guys doing? Whoa. Whoa. Where do these moves come from?
All right, obviously you're high as hell, so calm down over there. I know I'm
Ooh.
not trying to throw a lot at you, um, visually or whatever you're on. I'm praying for you, but thank you for joining us. And I believe the reason for the call, Tyler and I were informed over the weekend. As you know, we are the Suck a Mosquito show of record
Of
Yes.
course.
on
Yes.
this and any other network. But Nick was going to add another one for the de facto code host. We'll call him the third Beatle. No ID Justin. Uh, get one for him, and
Hey,
it was.
you're breaking up. Can't really hear you too well.
It looks like maybe having a signal issue. We're losing him. We're losing him.
uh,
All right. Well, we'll
Oh,
see what
okay. We
becomes of
lost
that.
him.
But yes, the shirt that was produced and given to Nick for free because it was so badly botched is breathtaking and incredible. And I had a picture here But let me see if I can pull it up. What's going on over here?
We need the picture. We can get the real thing. Duh.
Hey, hey,
Oh, there we go.
Soccer match.
dropping in. Oh yeah. I mean, you want to trade?
Wait, is this PG?
You want? All right. Yeah. Well, no, run it back.
Uh-oh, Quarantine Kings After Hours. We're going after our show here.
Oh yeah.
I always like to. I always like when they actually then take and put the shirt on. I'm like, this fool sweated his ass off in that shirt for 2 hours already. Like, don't put it on. It's gross. But alas, I will put it on. Seems to be dry to the touch. So this is what we're dealing with here from a
There we
just
go. From a branding standpoint.
why would X ever be in the conversation at all? Like, there's no X in any of those words. But yeah, someone got loose. Maybe fat fingered it. I don't know. But this T-shirt is amazing, and I will put this up at some capacity. I'll put it up in the studio, along with obviously there's only one banner. Shout out Callan, but this will go somewhere on the wall or whatever you want to say. Yes, and also please do get it trending. It's a movement, and it rolls right off the tongue. I mean, you see it. It's just like easy to remember, easy to spell. Why not just let it run? So we are going to get trending on this, and start the movement now.
We all know Suck It Mosquitoes has 3 X's and 2 K's in it, so real easy to remember stuff there.
I mean, it's pretty much chock full of X's. So I could see, if the guy didn't know how to spell it, it's just like, it feels like there should have already been an X by now. I'm just gonna, give me like 3.
Not only should there be one X in there, we should have 2 of them right next to each other, followed by a K.
Oh boy! All right. So hey, but the good news is it was free. So it did retain the shirt. Nick came back. He refused it, picking it up the first time, and came back a couple days later. Still had the shirt, and they honored their word. Gave them the
there we go.
And I'm not even gonna try. I don't think there's any way that those consonant sounds could go together to make that like a real word.
It's actually a curse word in Slovakian.
And well, you know what? This is I can't. You gotta put it in the comments, bro, because I really want a comment fight. But the private chat, Justin, he's kind of hammering you, Nick. He's got saying going to wrestling class tomorrow, but can't take his shirt off. How are you gonna reconcile that, Nick?
It's an upper body business. It's an upper body business, man. That's Rick Rude has said it multiple times.
I feel like the first day you show up, it's like, for me, if I was, I'd be like, all right, go ahead, and I'm gonna need you 8 pop those shirts off. Let's see what we're working with and where we need to go.
Not to mention, if you don't take your shirt off, they'll probably make you do it and then just chop you just recklessly, just machine gun chops in the corner. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the comments real fast before we get into the sports. What sports there are, and I'm catching up my own stuff today. I know, a little bit of what's going on, but it's been a hell of a day. Cease roasting me for the helmet.
Yeah.
You know what? Real men wear a half visor. Pussies wear a full cage. So that's where I'm at. All right. When things are flying around out there, half visor guy, he's solid. And I'm not old enough to be grandfathered into no visor, but I consider
gotta have something. Gotta have something.
Yeah, now it's like half visor is the least you could do. And that is a fair point. If they do ask you to drop trowel when you are getting dental work, maybe bid that out. Maybe like, hey, I want to talk to a couple other people, like maybe a referral from a
Go
friend.
get
Uh,
go get a second opinion.
yeah, just have someone else look at it.
Yeah.
And yes, as we talked about on Friday, the Rex Ryan model, the hashtag Suck It Mosquitoes, that also, coming to online store near you. So please leave.
No kink shaming. No kink shaming here. You like what you like. We respect it.
And Nick says it's all upper body because you gotta skip 3 days. The Shorzy doesn't even work out. Shorzy does whatever he wants, and he's still the best player. He just shows up and blows up.
I love leg days like I love my wife. Okay.
Please believe that. Do watch Letterkenny. Tyler has been converted. He has seen the glory that is Letterkenny. But let's get into the sports. I think the biggest news of the day today, J.J. Watt, for some reason, apparently going to the Cardinals. I can't figure out why it's good for him or really that team. It doesn't seem like they're a backside of his career, J.J. Watt, away from making a Super Bowl run. So, kind of confusing. I mean, you saw a lot of the mic'd up NFL films, like especially the one with Deshaun Watson, where he's like, hey, we wasted a year of your career this year. Like, we could have won 10. We could have won all these other games. I'm like, so he's obviously self-aware of his situation. Maybe he knows something we don't know about the Cardinals. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting pick. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just like trying to troll Russell Wilson, kind of like you already hate getting hit a bunch. Now I'm gonna come over and like mess with you. That's kind of like maybe he's just trying to troll us. I don't know. I mean,
it could be. I mean, it would
Arizona's
be a long play con. Like everyone would. Also, as far as football goes, this is like the really reaching season. Like anything. Like I saw people talking about Drew Brees' dark hair and his what I believe was a commercial post today, but who knows? Like people will talk about that for like 2 hours on the radio. So maybe it is, but just kind of a weird thing to throw out there.
I mean, look, I'm sure he's getting paid well, and Arizona's well. It seems like they've got a lot of good young players. I mean, I think Watt could be pretty valuable to them. Teaching the younger players some of the stuff he knows, and I don't necessarily think Watt is washed. Like when he's out there, he's still pretty effective. At least, like
I agree
you still
with that.
kind of have to. You still kind of have to double team him, or at least like maybe have a running back stay back and keep an eye out. It's just the problem is he gets hurt a lot now, but. I think it could be
old.
a good move for Arizona.
The NFL football is violently dangerous. But
and
I
actually,
saw it was
Nick just made a good point too. I was also going to say, I mean, people do tend to retire in either Arizona or Florida, and we can see, as Nick points out,
that's
Arizona
kind of where you go if you want to, take it easy on the bones. So I get that. I definitely can sympathize with that, but I did not see this coming. I thought the Steelers thing was ridiculous because, hey, we all know you don't have any money, so that ain't going to happen.
They can't afford it. They can't afford it.
Scratch that one off, but Packers, I thought that might be a move. Probably just like 6 other teams before the Cardinals. It's quite a curveball.
Maybe he just wanted to play with Hopkins again.
True. I know what I like, and I know what I hate, and this I don't hate.
Yeah, best of luck to Watt. Hope he does well.
And I definitely inclined to agree with Tyler on the fact that when he does play, I don't think he's like washed at all. It's just like it's harder for him to stay on the field now. So that's where the investment part comes in. I haven't seen the exact numbers, as you know, been a hurricane of a day, but I heard something like $32 million for 2 years or something like that.
I think it was 2 years, 35 mil, and 23 is guaranteed. I think that's what it was.
So yeah, that's the investment, the guarantee, especially in the NFL. But hey, all power to him. Sorry, producer Tanaya, that your team's gonna have to deal with JJ. Maybe Russ this expedites his exit from the Seahawks. That whole saga is still going on, but I think he does have he's valuable when he's out there, but just kind of JJ
Just
washed. Wow.
staying
All
out there
right.
is a little tough.
Put your name on it. Put your name on it. Just wait, what is this? Just in the nick of time. Oh, okay. New proposed tag team. So I guess Justin expect to show up at the gym tomorrow early, and start running some sprints, a little cardio, some kettlebells. We're gonna ease your way into it before we get into doing flips and stuff.
Careful if they have you running the ropes, man. Those things will leave a massive rash on your side where you until you build up that callus.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. And well, honestly, I did get a chance to see and listen to a little bit of baseball this weekend. Thank God it's back. And also, kind of just really nice that you can, if you're on the radio or watch it on TV, see fans, hear fans in the background. I mean, yes, still distanced out. But I was telling Tyler, I saw the highlight from the first Dodger game. Guy hits a home run, and 8 grown men, all spaced out, in the lawn with masks, though, running after the ball. So it's gonna be different. But glad it's back. I'm glad people can go watch it in person. We've already sort of, I don't know, prepared for the worst ticket price wise in the regular season, and God forbid the playoffs. It's going to be insane. But I am glad there are fans out there. I know, Tyler, you had a Zach Greinke comment here I'm looking for. If you have it on your side. There you go.
This was just it's something I saw today, and it's like it made me laugh because this is a very Greinke quote. I think if any other pitcher says this, you just kind of start laughing right away because you're like, they're telling a joke. Greinke, you're like, no, I think he's actually kind of serious. That's actually his goal.
Greinke has that, kind of like he has a clean record, right? But he kind of gives off that serial killer energy. Like, is he serious, or like, I don't know. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to the other guy. Thanks, Zach. Like, you're freaking me out, guy.
So just so you know, I did look it up after I read this quote. He is at 9 home runs and 9 stolen bases. So get him back into the National League. Let him get that 10-10. That's kind of what I want to see.
He's on the precipice.
He's right there. But no, I'm like you. I'm glad baseball's back. I mean, I knew baseball was officially back. You and I were texting about it Sunday. The Phillies fans are already booing their team. Angel Hernandez is already blowing calls. He's already in midseason form. Baseball is back. This was something else we wanted to post last week, but we kind of, got caught up in talking, which was great. But this is just something we had in the tank. This was Francisco Lindor reporting for spring training with the Mets, which we're both massive Coming to America fans, so we can definitely appreciate the effort he put into that there.
Well done, very well done on the jacket and the pins. I mean, obviously thought has gone into that. I did love seeing that over the weekend.
But yeah, baseball's back. I'm loving it already. I know I don't really look into the wins and losses during spring training because it literally means nothing. But I've liked what I've seen from the Dodgers so far. Pretty good.
Well, also
pretty good showings
apparently they're going to play like 5-inning games for the first 2 weeks or whatever they're doing. So hey,
that's fine. I got no issue with that.
It's pretty clear that they're kind of. To me, it just smacks of like, hey, no, we're not going to be too hard on the players. It's like, hey, go easy on us when the CBA comes up. But I think it's a little too late. We saw what happened with the Mariners guy. It's all out there. It's going to be ugly. It's probably going to be a strike. Just honestly, please believe that.
Enjoy this season because we may not get baseball after this season for a while.
Yeah, savor the flavor because it's going to get real weird when this one ends. Whoever wins, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, looking forward to again more. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Nick. Nick did pose this question. As you know, he is here on site to make the jersey exchange or kit, whatever. No, jersey. We're on U.S. soil. We call it a jersey. All right, it's a field, a jersey, it's a game, and I'll hear none of the other.
It's a pitch, it's a kit, it's a match.
Yeah, no. But most outrageous batting stance for me, Craig Counsell. And
Yeah.
it made me mad when I saw it, but I couldn't be too mad because he was like pretty effective. He had a long major league career. I just thought it was like, you're making it harder for yourself. Why would you do this? Like, make the strike zone huge, make your swing longer. I don't know. My favorite probably Sheffield. I just like
That's it. Yeah.
all that action. But as far as ridiculous, I'm going Counsell all the way.
It's got to be Counsell. And like the thing is, that wasn't always his batting stance. That's something that like he picked up later in his career, which is just absurd. It's got to be him for weirdest. I mean, he had one. I remember Mo Vaughn had a weird, like, really hunched over and like shifting his weight the whole time. Like, he had a weird one. Sadaharu O had the one where he was just like had his leg lifted the entire stance.
Yeah, like the balancing act.
Yeah, he had a good one. I mean, I'm sure there's like Ronnie and I used to play wiffle ball at times.
I'm efforting to bring in a picture of Craig Counsell. This is what we're working with here. If you know, you know, but there's no any good reason I could see to do this. And hey, credit to him though. Like I said, he
made it work.
was an effective major leaguer for a long time, but it never made any sense to me at all. Let me pull this up, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. Once this pops into the, yeah. All right. What reason is there for that? There's no. You're making it harder. Everyone can throw 98 miles an hour. Like, don't do that. But hey, if it works, it works. Oh yeah, Bagwell had a power for sure.
Had a good one. Callan dropping in a few choices. Good to see Callan on here as well. Dude's always working, so it's a nice team here.
Yeah, Euclid had a pretty strong one also. I think even if you go back, back in the day, way back in the time, Joe Morgan had a pretty powerful crouch. If you see his batting stance, but
the crouch and the chicken wing, too.
Yeah, Euclid is a strong one. Shout out to again, the only Hall of Famer, Callan, on the program.
I would also say go back and watch kind of any 70s baseball because they had a lot of inverted stance. Like a lot of players now are like very open so they can see the pitcher. Go back and watch the 70s. Everybody was like the exact opposite. Was like
no, they close up. Yeah, they close up, and it's really weird. But that's also when you could just sort of be rewarded monetarily wise, I should say, for just being able to hit.
Yeah,
baseballs, not just home runs. So hey, if it works, go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
And throwing another one in there, Kipnis. Yeah, he's pretty weird.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
But baseball is back, Ernie. Baseball is back, and I love to see it.
He's dropping a good. That's true. That wasn't a stance. That was a batting dive. That was
that was like Bartolo Colon before he ever tried to hit at all, like where he just take 4-3 and just like, hey, I struck out. Sorry, guys.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some new guy in spring training this year we see that develops a weird batting stance that we can make fun of.
Keep baseball weird. That's my motto. Keep baseball weird.
True.
Don't do the universal DH. I know everyone wants it. I'm like, no, let the pitchers hit. Because randomly when Bartolo Colon hits a home run, it's a moment you'll never forget for the rest of your life.
Well, shoot, and don't forget, man. Don't forget freaking Ryu's last year with the Dodgers. Like, he was trying to hit home runs every single at-bat, and he finally did it his last at-bat of the season, and it was freaking incredible.
Pitchers who rake. There's always a charm. Like, who doesn't like that? So, and, I like the fact that it's the same league, but they have different rules for half of it. Like, just let's keep it weird. It's already weird enough. Like,
actually, speaking of pitchers who rake, Ronnie, I don't know if you saw the text I sent last night, but the Dodgers hired the D-Train as like a special advisor to their scouting department, which I'm like, dude, just have him work with the pitchers on their hitting. That's all I want to see.
Well, yeah, certainly
Nope.
do not please let him talk to any pitchers about like their windup and delivery because there's only one. Like Dontrell, you got that. No one else will ever do that.
He's specifically there to teach pitchers how to hit. That's all I want. That's all I want out of him.
Oh, Nick throwing in more love for the Knicks. The 4th seed. Yes, 2021 is weird.
Aren't they a 500 team and they're the 4th seed?
Yeah, the Eastern Conference sucks. I mean, as is tradition most of the time.
That's true. This is true.
Let's move on to a little quick aside for soccer, because as you know, we are also the West Ham show of record on the network and probably anywhere else, any live streaming format. And randomly did wake up at like 5:40 in the morning, caught the second half of this game. They didn't look bad. I thought,
no, they look good.
Everyone was playing their balls off. Man City is just on like next level warpath. Like they're blowing the entire league away. I would have to say it's probably the best anyone played them that I've seen in the last at least month and a half. And they had a damn good chance at the end for Souček to just one or two steps further. He might have been there, but I wasn't disappointed with the effort. It's just you're going up against Man City. It's kind of inevitable. There's some divides in soccer when it comes to money and players that are just sort of you can't cross that divide. Like,
yeah, no, I like you actually. I was up for the game. I woke up like right before the game kicked off, and then I just couldn't go back to sleep, so I wound up watching the whole game live. Yeah, they played well. I think Ben Johnson kind of struggled a little bit to start, but he's still really young, and him going up against a world-class team, like you're going to expect him to struggle. He wound up settling in nicely. I thought even Randolph played all right in goal. I know Fabianski got hurt in training like the day or two before, so they had the backup goalie. I don't think that was the difference because Randolph played as well as he could. I mean, Lingard out there just looking great for West Ham, as always. Soufal.
Ever since he's been on the team, he looks great.
Soufal's just an absolute machine out there at right back, and he's terrifying as well. No, I'm not mad at all about the performance. I mean, it was, like you said, they had the chance at the end. Diop kind of like sideswiped that header, and Souček was just off of it to put it into the open net. So, it's just all about how are they going to respond from this. That's kind of the biggest thing with West Ham in the past is like when good things get going, one bad thing happens, and then it all spirals.
Falls apart.
They've got Leeds. Thankfully it's 10 days between games for them, so everybody can rest up. They got Leeds next. That's kind of like you got to win that game because Leeds is kind of mid-table. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, all in all, look, they're actually still in fourth, I think, because Chelsea didn't win. So still in Champions League position, baby.
That's right. We're going on a European tour. Please believe that. Leeds, those games are like just. I feel like I'm on crack right now. Like it's on tilt the entire time. They only know one way to play, and that's just to bomb up and down the field the entire time. And sometimes it works. So respect the style, but should be getting that win. But I look, I don't want other people to copy it because I want West Ham to stay, as this like upper middle class team that they have risen to right now. But it seems like the recipe for those kind of teams with that level of money is getting that engine room. They have Rice, they have Souček, they run forever, they kill everything in the midfield, they connect to the front, and then just like war horses, like Soufal, guys in the back that will just like literally maybe kill themselves trying to just kill plays. So if you can't afford Aguero, Messi, like some huge star player up front, West Ham really doesn't even have a striker still. That's kind of the way you got to do it. So I was pretty satisfied with that. But yeah, Chelsea, Man U, always a big game when they get together. And a boring draw.
It was bad. It was there are exciting 0-0 games. This was definitely not one of them. It was bad. But
that was not one. And shout out to lowly Arsenal for ripping that win. I know they're very desperate right now. So you like to see the small teams, get a good win like that.
Yeah, one of those smaller London teams. It's always good to see other London teams start to build their way up. So that's definitely got to appreciate that.
Just raising their stature. Maybe someday I would consider you maybe just like above a Fulham. That's good for you guys. So, whatever you're doing, keep it up. Good job.
You'll get that.
Also,
You'll get there someday.
it's never a bad time to check in on the Arsenal fans.
Oh, mate.
But there was some other soccer news that did come out really well. I guess it was early morning for us. But Barcelona, the former
Oh boy.
the former president of Barcelona is in trouble again. He has been arrested again. There'll be Josep Bartomeu. They arrested him as well as several other people within the organization, where you can see the suspicion of unfair administration, corruption in soccer. That's just unbelievable.
Well, I never. No.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, no kidding. Sepp Blatter would not stand for this. And then money laundering. I was kind of reading a bit about this. Like, I know they kind of accused them of this in the past, which was basically using club funds to basically launder it into a third-party company that also runs smear campaigns against their current and former players, which is kind of a whole weird thing. But tough look for that. I'm sure all the Barcelona fans are just shattered by the news of Bartomeu. Barcelona sounds like something horrible. I can't even picture that now.
Actually, now that you said that, I'm like, that's perfect for Arsenal. They do want to be Barcelona.
Kind of is,
they're the poorest man's Barcelona. Like, that's how I would describe Arsenal.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, corruption in soccer, as Tyler said, shocking. But also, don't run afoul of any kind of tax collectors in Spain or Italy, because you see what they did to Messi and Ronaldo at different times. I mean, they'll jack you up. So, you know what? I hope it works out. Barcelona's, by their standards, pretty much a lost season. But just a weird, cast a shadow on what's going on right now with Barcelona. They're kind of grasping at straws right now.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious to see what if of course rich people never serve time anyway, so who knows what'll happen to Bartomeu. But just something to kind of keep an eye on, see what's going to going on there.
And I have what was the? Here we go. Also, real quick, we already asked our show of record. Shout out for the big Dixie Vodka 400 win for William Byron.
Billy Byron.
Slick Billy Byron pulls out another one. But as you know, probably my favorite named race of the season, Dixie Vodka 400. And, of course, in Miami. Nothing goes together better than vodka and Miami. It just seems like it had to be. Like, there's only one way.
Yeah, it's I will say it's been kind of a weird season with winners in NASCAR, because the format now is as long as you win one race for the playoffs, you're in the playoffs. And so far, the three winners are all guys that are not ones that you would think would accumulate enough points to make the playoffs. So now it's three guys that are just obviously William Byron here, Michael McDowell, and Christopher Bell. Now it's three guys that can just kind of coast through the rest of the year, where they're thinking
hey, we're good, make it all. Still got a shot.
Yeah.
Then you have to show up to whatever, Michigan or some of the random. I'll take a week off. I'm in the playoff. It's cool. It's whatever.
Definitely shout out Big Billy Byron for sure.
Billy Byron, you son of a bitch. And one last thing, we do have just a couple minutes here. This, I think, when did this break? Tyler pointed this out to me, but it seemed like it was pretty recent today.
Maybe just right before I jumped into into our chat, so like right around 7 o'clock, this news broke that yeah, unfortunately, the up and coming, the really exciting up and coming
Yeah.
superstar Hamza Chimaev has apparently announced his retirement. He did get COVID a few months back. Um, Never really recovered from it. I mean, ever since then, he's kind of like been in and out of hospitals. His manager was, they released a video a couple weeks ago. His manager was saying like he can't even train right now. Like he just starts and just doesn't have lung capacity, constant headaches, just real bad health issues. Um, I hate to see it because like I said, this dude was just
Had the
such a
whole
fun up
world
and
in
coming
front of
superstar.
him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's 26 years old. He's 9-0. He hasn't had a single fight go past, I think, the 1 minute 15 mark in round two. He, of course, got really famous last year for having 2 fights in 10 days at different weight classes. Fought at middleweight on like July 16th, and then fought at a lower weight class 10 days later, which that part blew my mind.
Totally
Um,
healthy, totally
in
normal.
in 3 fights in the UFC, he got hit a grand total of 2 times. This dude was just unbelievable, and yeah, like I mean, it looks like he's again announcing his retirement. Obviously, health is the biggest thing. Maybe he can make a comeback down the line, maybe not, but get healthy first, worry about fighting later. So, again, big blow to the MMA community because this dude was just such a fun fighter to watch.
And also just another further confirmation of these Eastern European guys. Like Khabib, he does not have to like feel any pressure to unretire. Like they do what
Mm-mm.
they want to do. They're good at it, but they will just walk away and be like, "No, I'm good. Like I don't need to do it."
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I, I'm not glad this story came up, but I'm glad this did give me some MMA story because the fights this weekend were not that great. I will definitely just say, don't go out of your way to watch the fights this weekend. I think there was only like
You
one or
didn't really
two.
miss anything.
Right? Yeah, there's only like 1 or 2 good fights on the card. I mean, Jairzinho Rozenstruik just really, really disappointing everybody with his lack of doing anything in the fight this weekend.
Yeah,
But
that was a bummer. I was like, why? Do something. Like
I've never understood like when you're in the 4th and 5th round and you've clearly lost the first 3 and 4 rounds, like why would you just not go for it? Like he's still sitting back and waiting for something. Yeah, I was really, really disappointed with that fight.
so yeah, not a great fight night, but definitely kind of a little bit of a bummer to see, one of the real up and comers step away, but gotta respect his decision. And fight game, it's like NFL football. I mean, that chews you up. So like, if you don't want to, be able to not walk when you're 45 years old, maybe that's the right move to do sometimes.
Fair. Yeah, well, Ronnie,
But
did you?
thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, did
no,
you have anything else? Although you didn't get to follow anything in sports today, so I don't even know why I asked that.
yeah, no. So it's way thrown in the deep end here. Thank you guys for calling in. Thank you, Nick, for the jersey swap. Uh, as always, hit us up in the comments. Fight in the comments. Please do fight in the comments. We want
Yes,
to see blood in the comments.
we want it. We want it.
So mix it up with each other. Also, one last thing I will say. As I pointed out on Friday, yes, there was an egg laid in the tent. Well, there was another one over the weekend. So it might just be like 3 chickens for Wednesday's show when, they might have taken over the studio, strong arm me out of, where I don't even have a seat. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can do with less eggs being laid in my chair here.
Yeah. Hey, look, that's a good service. A fresh egg delivered to you daily.
Oh, I took it inside. I mean, it's going to
Yeah.
be eaten, but
No.
it's a little too much. It's a little too much. Just chill out. Chickens, please. And, my guy back here seems like a friendly guy, but maybe let's put something up where they can't just come in here and take over the whole studio. But thank you to
Old,
Tyler
old Chicken Steve,
for
your next door neighbor, Chicken Steve.
He's a solid guy, Chicken Steve.
Yeah,
He's reliable.
good dude.
Getting one more suck at Miz in there. But thank you, Tyler, especially today because I didn't have time to like really set up for the show. Yes, let's please get that trending. Please believe that. Tyler, anything else you want to go out on?
No, man, just thank you guys so much for tuning in, for calling in, Nick, and delivering the misprinted shirt. Thank you, Ronnie, for getting here and doing what you can with the limited time you had today. But and I ain't got nothing to say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be back here Wednesday with a little bit more news for you. But you guys know the drill. Keep the fire.
Keep the fire. Thank you, guys.